Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, know nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 376. Guilty by association. Definitely wanted to do this episode today for all the listeners that listen to the vault, even if you're new. We definitely could came up with so many different titles for this particular episode, but this is one of those old adages that you are who you associate with the most. You become like the top five people you associate with the most. And so we're just going to go over that today at the vault because this is one of those things that gives trustees a roadblock, a stumbling block when it comes to who they're associating with, how they're going to become the best trustees they could be for their family estate. So we're just going to talk about it today. Guilty by association. This is the Vault episode 376, Guilty by Association. So, just going to go ahead and start out. We let everybody know we got the workshop coming up on March 18th through the 20th. It's so funny because they say, oh, the ticket price of the workshop costs the price of a Super Bowl ticket. And now you see why, which one's going to make you money and which one's not. You know, it's funny people talk like that. They say, oh man, the workshop, it costs this. That's how much Super Bowl ticket costs. You going to Super Bowl though? We've been to Super Bowls at the Vault. We not worried about Super Bowls no more. We think about other things at the Vault now. Not the Super Bowl. Not the games. We talking about real life. Not the games. So, Guilty by Association. This episode was really sponsored in part by the people that want to continue to associate with people that are not moving in the direction that they're moving in. So many people come to the Vault, but they first generation wealth builders, and they sit here talking about they could build wealth by hanging out with people that aren't focused on building wealth. They think you think you're gonna get wealthy by hanging out with people that ain't wealthy. Oh man, but I don't really know no wealthy people. Trust Christian Vault. I don't really know nobody that is in the 1%. Well, we'll give you a tip because that's what everybody wants. They want tips. What a mentor says, you got to go to the happy hour at high-end restaurants. That's what you got to do. When the mentor says you got to get out and associate with people that are like you at the conferences, at the high net worth and conferences, at the workshop conference that we're talking about coming up on March 18th through the 20th, that's what you got to do. Is no one said it was going to be cheap. You the one that said you want to be a multimillionaire. You got to go do millionaire things. And you think a conference shouldn't cost you thousands of dollars? Why wouldn't it? You're a millionaire. If you're a millionaire, you're making $83,000 a month. So why are you worried about 2 or 3 or 4? But that's the problem with people, is they want to make excuses because they're hanging around people that would say, well, why would you drop that type of money on a conference? I went to the 10X conference and it was free. I went to the Robert Kiyosaki conference and it was free. I went to this conference, it didn't even cost me anything. Yeah, right. And did you get wealthy off it? Did it get you closer to your goals? We know people that held conferences, you so-called dating mentors. Oh yeah, well, we're gonna go to this conference with these gentlemen. Ladies, if y'all have conferences, sure, we will go to them too. But to the gentlemen that had these conferences, oh, we're gonna do with the real estate. We're going to the real estate conference. Okay, and you go to the real estate conference. Now they all Hollywood. Now they writing books. They not talking to you about the knit and grit and grind of building a dream team for the business that they talking about. They not interviewing the people that's in their field because they went Hollywood. Because they got around Hollywood people. They got around these internet marketers talking about you got to build up some daggone stinking email list. That's why we don't got no website at the Vault. Because we not like the rest of these internet marketers on the internet. We don't need no goddamn email list. Trusteeship is invite only. Private is invite only. Talking about some daggone email list. But yeah, right. But then, can they bring anyone around that says, hey, you know what? I'm going to just let you talk to one of the referrals. How much money did you make off of this organization this past year? We got trustees that made over $100,000 on trustee training last year. That's a fact. We got trustees that made over $50,000 off trustee training last year because they came through the vault, they met the relationships because it's about the association. So they were able to connect with the financing aspect of the vault. This isn't financial advice. This isn't legal advice, but we're talking about the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is we got people from varying backgrounds that have diversified their portfolio, and they didn't do it off of, oh, I just made $100 off of that. No, thousands, hundreds. What about the ones that are going to make 1 million? Because they went all in. Because they trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. They know they don't care about the money. So they just went in. $1 million. Guilty by association. People want to sit here and say, oh man, I'm going to go deal with these people and I'm going to still try to deal with Trust Christian Vault. Oh no, you're not. Because we got a non-disclosure, non-compete. You ain't going to be dealing with the competitors. That's how we lock out the market. You can't deal with the competitors when you in the private because it's private. It's proprietary information. Why would someone want to give you some information that you can go around and try to circumvent them and work with their competitors and go work with their competitors? But people are stupid, thinking that they could do something like that. Oh man, I'm going to come to the vote. I'm going to get this information and then I'm going to go out and do what? Go work with the competitors? People don't think that we know that y'all working with the competitors. Trust Christian vote. Well, what you mean? I gotta better my life and better my family. We don't. That's not how we operating over here. Go do that with the other people. With the vault, we been said it was about the community and the workshops. That's why we have the workshops in person. Because you got to be able to be in the room with people you could trust that aren't going to steal from you. You got to be around environments where you could bring your family and ain't going to be no profanity. Ain't gonna be no explicit type of stuff going on. It's gonna be family wealth generating, building information, relationships. We gotta protect the family. That's what the vault's about. Protecting the families, growing the families. See, people in trust deal with people in trust. See, the only people that ain't trying to focus on building the community or the family is the ones that ain't doing it. They trying to steal from other families. They trying to steal from the vault. Trying to sneak into workshops and stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna go to the workshop, see if I could just go in here, but I don't really even try to associate with Trust Christian because he be kind of loud on the podcast. Oh really? We see. We got it. We appreciate hearing that. Because we know what we've been putting out. We've been doing workshops at the vault, face to face. So when you come in the room, we could see you. You could shake a hand, face to face. We did workshops in 2020. We did workshop in 2021. And now we in 2022. And it's going to get even better. We just had to go out and bring out one of the big dog mentors. Go ahead and bring him out. Somebody that has had huge international business, has started a bank. Everybody talk about always, oh, you gotta have your own bank. We ain't talking about no insurance policy. See, this mentor, he don't really even talk about the insurance policies. This ain't that mentor. That's other mentors. We talking about the mentor right here, right now. This mentor right here actually built it straight from trust, built it straight from a corporation, from an island in the British Virgin Islands. So when you talk about going and opening up accounts and opening up business accounts in international jurisdictions, that's this mentor. See, we got mentors at the vault. That's how we associate. We're not associating with people that want to theorize and philosophize. Oh man, if I could just get around these people, you think this mentor don't know how to protect themselves? No social? You think they still don't know how to copyright the materials they got? You think that? Guilty by association, though. You become like the people you associate with the most. How you gonna get wealthy and you talking about distractions? You're not focused on your goals. You're not focused on your dreams. The vault is a dream come true. We wanted to talk about the fact that it was all these so-called celebrities in the public, these so-called business people in the public, but they weren't talking about the structures. They weren't talking about trust. They weren't talking about an LLC. They weren't talking about a C corp. You want to know what they told y'all? Go get the S corp, because that's the tea of the day. Go get the S corp. The S corp's what you got to go get. Then they're gonna tell you, well, if you get the C corp, then you're gonna get double tax. The S corp, you still getting taxed because going. Who owns the S corp? It's a dream come true. We talked about it. But you got these people want to go out here. Oh man, I'm trying to get some money off of my birth certificate. I'm worth some money for free. I'm a something for nothing kind of idiot. How you worth something and you ain't built nothing? How you worth something you ain't contributed to society yet? Well, the Federal Reserve in the United States, they taking out loans against me. That's all we hear. Guilty by association. Do we hear the facts though? That you building businesses? Are you associating with business owners? Are you associating with investors? We bring on Cornell, the trading partner. We bring Cornell, the trading partner, on. Oh, okay. First day we met him. Hey man, I make a couple $1,000s a day. I'm trading. I ain't even, I'm not worried about need nobody for money. Then you got people. They say, oh man, I'm gonna go learn from somebody else, cause I met him through Cornell's group. But I'm not learning directly from Cornell no more. I'm gonna go learn from these other idiots. That's on a time frame that Cornell didn't even tell us to get on. We got trustees coming back to the vault telling us, oh man, we over here going to this class on Thursdays, and they over here on 3-minute charts. They on 5-minute charts. Guess what? Trust Christian Vault. We've been on the webinars with Cornell for years. Cornell ain't on no damn 3-minute chart. Cornell in the webinar tell you to do 4-hour charts. Why? Because that's the reason we brought him on the vault. Like Cornell, hey man, I ain't even looking to do no day trading stuff. Sitting in front of the computer every day trying to stress myself out about making some money or losing some money. But when he learned the bank trading and brought the bank trading to the table, said you could trade over a week, you could trade over a month, you could put in 5 trades in a year. You could put $10,000 down possibly and make 30 in 3 months. That sounds like a profitable deal. Instead of getting on the daggone, instead of going to some group with some people that got jobs, because they got jobs. They got jobs. And it ain't trading. That means they got distractions. And they on 3 and 5-minute charts. They on less than 15-minute charts. Cornell in the webinar wasn't even on a damn 5-minute chart. But now you got these smart people, because they smarter than the person that trained them. Hey, I'm going to go on the webinar. I'm going to start my own class. You know how many people that stole for Trust Christian in the Vault and Cornell? They came through, they associated with it, and they stole. They tried to steal clients. They stole clients. Poor people mentality. Oh, we going to steal trustees. We going to steal them and we going to build another aspect of the business. Okay, go ahead. Y'all not, see, you got to understand, when you financially independent, you don't let that stuff bother you. When you financially independent, you only associate with people that are financially independent. You don't even care about the fact that these people that aren't financially independent are stealing. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. But for all y'all that stole, and y'all got a contract with Trust Christian in the Vault, just know, y'all signed a contract. It auto-renews. Because you didn't want to read it. And we going to sue you when the right time comes. That's how we doing it at the vault. That's how we been doing it at the vault. People ask us many times about it. Oh man, Trust Christian, will we meet some people through your association? You going to sue us if we don't honor the contract? Yeah. It's a non-circumvent, non-compete, non-disclosure. You're not supposed to be sharing information you got with the vault with other people. But they started classes though. They got a trading class now. Oh, I'm going to do a trading class. No, I'm a steal from Trust Christian Vault and Cornell, the partner. I'm a steal. Well, I was in the class. I know about the insurance now, because Trust Christian Vault, they introduced us to the mentors. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the information, and I'm gonna go out and do my own thing. I'm not gonna stay and build. Right. Guilty by association for the people that want to deal with those people. People came back. Some people come back to the vault. Hey man, we just wanted to make sure, how's your relationship with this person? How's your relationship with that person? Cause it's respect. That's all. It's honor. They honor the contract. Cause they not trying to get sued. But some people, they want to take their chances. Well, usually that's poor people. They ain't got no money. So what's the point of suing poor people? They ain't got nothing yet. But oh no, no. Y'all think that rich people don't forget. They don't. We're going to let you rear your head up, and then we're going to cut it off. Guilty by association. People want to sit here and say, oh, Trust Christian Vault. You ain't showing your face on the YouTube. It's supposed to be a podcast. That means you're only supposed to listen. This ain't a vlog. It's a podcast. We don't need to be fancy over here. Oh man, I need to see you showing us with the Rolls Royce. I need you to show us the mansion. I need you to show us that you discharging debt with your birth certificate. Right. We did a post the other day. I want to sit here and think that wealth is silent, ladies and gentlemen. Our mentors don't have websites. Oh man, Trust Christian Vault, I'm trying to see if we can find a website, because we need to find a website. We need to be able to go, get on the website, and do what? Sign up for the other people's email list? For what? Listen to more episodes? They're all right there on the YouTube. We had trustees come in the trustee training program on the first consultation say, I've listened to every episode. And whether they were lying, that's on them. But we've had quite a few say that. They've taken the time, listened to all the episodes, and gotten a trustee training. That was enough. They say, oh man, Trust Christian Vault, his message has been consistent for years. The Vault's message has been consistent for years. The Vault's told you we had mentors for years. Our association is with people that are senior trustees that can open up international bank accounts. Not with these clowns over the internet trying to give you, oh, I'm going to sell you an ecclesiastical trust. I'm going to sell. You know how many people come to the Vault every single day talking about some, hey, I got this trust and I don't know what to do. Hey, I got this trust and I don't know how to operate as a trustee. I got this foundation thing now. I'm not operating as a trustee. Ladies and gentlemen, the foundation that we talk about with our trustees, they do trustee training for that. It's trustee training at the Vault. Christian at trustchristian.com. Oh man, I don't know if I could pay that type of money because it's just I'm googling everything. Your podcast on the internet for free. So when is it not going to be free? First of all, who you think's in trust? Poor people or wealthy people? Wealthy people. People that are building wealth. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in your education. We did. We flew the miles. Oh man, Trust Christian Vault, I don't know if I could fly those type of miles. I got a family, man. Right. That should be even more of a reason why you should be doing it. But we already know what it is, though. It's guilty by association. It's from programming when you were a kid. Did you hang out with bad people? Did you learn from your parents to hang out with bad people? And at what point did you make a decision to do what's best for yourself and associate with people that are righteous? People that got integrity. People that can hold you accountable. We shock test the market this past year. with some of our trustees and did an accountability coaching program with the trustees, and it worked superb. Trustees, they had a template. They had to come on accountability everything every week. What did they do? What they didn't do? Some of the problems they ran into. What are they not telling Trust Christian involved? You think you're gonna get past what you not tell Trust Christian involved? You always got stuff that you don't want to tell the accountability partners or the mentors. That's why we put it in the document. We gave y'all a real life example. You know, recently we're dealing with some people and they going through some stuff. And you know how you dealing with people and they going through some stuff, but you know, they going through it. And because you heard them complaining and moaning and talking about it, you woke up the next morning thinking about it. Thinking about them, thinking about their negative situation. That ain't got nothing to do with your goals and your dreams. And that's when you know they're a problem. That's when you know you got to eliminate them as a problem. Because they're a problem. They're a distraction. That's not easy to hear. That could be a family member. That could be a close friend. Well, what are you saying, Trust Christian in the vault? I can't go talk to my friends about their problems. Tell them to get a shrink. Tell them to get a therapist. Because when you locked in and looking to get your goals and your dreams, are you talking about problems or are you talking about solutions? Do you want to have those type of conversations? Are you talking about problems or are you talking about solutions? Oh, Trust Christian Vault, look, I'm going to learn how to get off my job by talking to people that got jobs. Okay, go. People say, oh, Trust Christian Vault. Well, how we know you ain't got a job? What, being a trustee? We ain't talking about no daggone jobs on the Vault podcast. If you got one, have fun. But if you're not looking to be there, you got to change up everything. You got to change up how you living and who you talking to on a daily basis, who you talking to on a weekly basis. People talk about finding a mentor. We could talk about that because we always talk about having a mentor. Your mentor is somebody that's been there and done that. That means they got off their job. They're not on their job no more. They're not on the old job no more. They on their business. They building a business because that's an association. So you know they did what you're talking about. That's how you get to where you want to be. You gotta associate with people that are where you want to be. People say, "Oh, I want to be a good trustee." Okay, are you around good trustees? Are you associating with senior trustees? Are you coming to the workshop so you could be around the senior trustees, the mentors? You listen to the vault religiously. Now it's time to get around the mentors that the vaults had for years now. Oh man, that's a little bit out of my league right there. You know what I mean? You know, that's a rent payment, and that's why you're gonna keep living that way. Cause you gotta bet on yourself. You gotta take a risk on yourself. But you got credit cards for everything else, huh? You got student loans for this and that, right? How many people going to invest in themselves? That's all we get at the vault. See, we get who the vault is. The vault investing. The vault trusteeship. That's who's here. Foundation, people that got charitable hearts. People that want to make money giving it away. That understand the principle. And they actually implement the strategy. But you're always going to be guilty by association. And just to let y'all know, we know at the vault. We run checks on people. We ask people. We know the association is critical. Where do you live? What type of business are you in? Oh man, Trust Christian Vault, what you saying? I'm not supposed to talk to people at work no more? Is you trying to be on the job? You know, you only talk to is the people that you need to talk to. And the rest of them, they can have a great life. Because when you leave, they can have a great life. See, this ain't for everybody. Trusteeship, the doing business without the SSN, only in your EIN properly, it's not for everybody. Y'all already know what the public information is proposing to you. This is the private. The private is what we're talking about. You got to associate with people in the private so you can be private. That's all. How you gonna learn trading from people that ain't even trading full time? If you ain't trading full time, we ain't talking to you. Why? Because we still building a portfolio. We ain't day trading. We're building a portfolio. So we talk to portfolio managers. Is the role lonely for a little bit? Sure. You got to learn the skill first. You got to learn the vocabulary so you can have those conversations. People come to all the time. Oh man, look, I'm in trusteeship, but ain't nobody in my family trying to do it with me. So how do I do that? We done had people send their children to the workshop. We had a lady, she sent her sons to the workshop. These guys probably would have never been able to get that information if they didn't come to the workshop. They got a different level of education now. That's all. Because their mom wanted to say, you know what? I went to one of the workshops. I need y'all to go because I just went through a surgery. I need some troops in the battle. I need to associate indirectly through you all, through my family estate, my family trust. I'm sending a family member in to the workshop. Sounds like they might be able to manage the wealth when it comes to them, huh? From the mother, when she's managing properties. But are you associating with people that are doing that? That are saying we gotta make a way to associate with the people we want to be like. Oh man, I don't know if I want to be like Trust Christian of all. I don't know. I kind of want to be a trustee, but then, I don't really know about all the rest of that other stuff. I don't know. I don't really know what be going on. I don't know who they really associating with. We already shared with who we associate with. We got episodes. We got the tax preparers. We got the financial advisors. And now we're doing an episode with the private family bankers. It's up to you to associate at any cost. You want to join the private? You want to be in the private? You think it's going to be cheap? You think it's going to be some poor people mentality? You're wrong. It's business, not personal. This ain't for you to eat popcorn and say, oh man, I went home and I don't know nothing better. No, this is for you when you get home, you go make sure you go open up that business the correct way now. Or when you get home, you put the correct paperwork in place for the business now. Okay, bam, the business is squared away now. So now we can continue to move forward, growing cash flow. That's it. But people are guilty by association. Why? Because they associating with the wrong people. Oh man, Trust Christian involved. I ain't trying to play golf, man. I don't want to go out there and play golf. But they say that's where business is getting done. So why are you going to a regular sporting game? Unless you're doing business. It's a different life, ladies and gentlemen. We go to conferences. We was talking to one of the senior partners the other day, senior trustees, and we were just telling them about, there's this workshop. You gotta have $10 million. It's $10 million to $100 million. They come to really to be effective in the workshop. And we got other mentors that just say just be unconventional and go. You got to go be in those environments before you really can qualify to be in those environments. But you always want to go into those environments and present value. And so we know that we got value. That's not the question, but it's just one of those things like, man, you go in an environment where you got to have it. You got to have it. They really talking like it's $100 million family estate environment. They really dealing with the elite of the elite. If y'all think people ain't got that type of money, y'all crazy. But there are people that do have that type of capital, assets under management, and you gotta go. You gotta be able to hold your head high, and you gotta go in these rooms. Your family might not be from that type of information, but you gotta hold your head high, and you gotta go in the environment because that's where you're gonna learn. So think about it. You associating with the people that they really make you uncomfortable. Oh man, I gotta go, I gotta get this money and I'll get this money and then I'm going to this conference and I don't know if I could do business with anybody in here because I'm just starting out my production company. I'm just starting out my lawn care company. I'm starting out this company. I'm starting out this company. I'm just starting. But I'm gonna go in here with people that's making $10 million a year, or people that got $10 million liquid cash, or even people that got $100 million in net worth. Right. What you intimidated for? You gonna be there one day? Yeah, then go. That's what the mentor, senior trustee said. Do you got how your talk game right? You got value? Yeah, then you should go. Take the Wile E. Coyote risk. But why can't you do that? Because the people you associating with ain't telling you to do it. They're not promoting you to be uncomfortable and get in those uncomfortable situations so you can grow. That's why. Oh man, what you mean? Trust Christian Revolt? They're not running like the rest of these scams and shams out here with these goddamn conferences, these 10x conferences and all that BS. Oh yeah? Wait, you ain't got 30,000 people in the audience. All you got is less than 30 people in the room. And we've sold out every time. We already sold out the workshop. Oh man, I gotta get in the room with them. I thought I was gonna be able to get in the room with them this time, but I just had to get my chips together. What you think we gotta do with the people that got $10 million? You think they workshops is cheap? You think people with $100 million? You think they workshops is cheap? You think they not making us travel to a private destination? What happens when the conferences are international? Are you going international for your conferences? Oh man, I don't know if I could go domestic and travel 2 time zones. I don't know if I could go domestic and stay in the same time zone. You gotta stay in the same time zone and you ain't traveling. That's a joke. It's all about the hunger and the desire. Everybody say they want to be wealthy. Everybody say they want to be financially independent. Everybody say they want to get, it's generational wealth, generational wealth. We ain't seen nobody pass along no goddamn generational wealth to no goddamn LLCs, do no goddamn C corps. But they want to sit here and talk about generational wealth. That's how we end their conversation. Because wealth is passed along in trust. Wealth is passed along through charities. That's why Warren Buffett say, I'm not giving it to my kids. What do he say? I'm going to give it to a charity. But for some odd reason, you don't hear them say what type of charity it is. That's why we did the vault. So, yeah, it's about associating with the right people at all costs. We appreciate everybody that's listened to the vault and associated through all the episodes, throughout all the years, and did their best to get themselves in a position where they can associate more. And so, it's the same exact thing. Are you going to do that now? Investing in yourself, investing in the relationships. Guilty by association. We know trustees come through the vault. People are going to say, oh man, you know, we got to go with the workshop, and deal with these different people. Yeah, you got to take a risk on yourself. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. This all is the episode to set the record straight. Because it's a lot of unaccredited investors that listen to the podcast. So, people may say, oh, who's the target audience and who listening? We got accredited and unaccredited investors, but a lot of the times, a lot of unaccredited investors, way more unaccredited investors than accredited investors. And there's just people that are looking to move to a different level. They got some stuff established. They're a little bit more senior, older in life. They doing some stuff and they want to take it to another level. The way you take it to the next level is by doing business without an SSN, only in an EIN properly. Because you already know an EIN is going to get better business credit than your personal credit. But this ain't one of them workshops where you show up and you walk out with some goddamn flyer. This is where you show up and you get the manual from somebody that's built it internationally. Man, I don't know. I'll be thinking about that. I think about having international property, international stuff, but I don't really know how to do it. So why don't you go find those people that know how to do it? Or you just want somebody to be on the internet making it look starry and airy and fairy and all this other stuff. Feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. We'll squeeze you in to the workshop, Christian at trustchristian.com. See what we can do about the workshop. Feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. We got people typing in the chat. We don't type in no cost, do no podcast. This is about talking about the points of it, not about the cost. Cost is always going to be different for everybody. We got people that are coming in groups. They got families coming. It ain't one cost fits all. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen to replay. Feel free to reach out. Christian at trustchristian.com. Look forward to hearing from you all. Peace.